Discover the reality between Harry and William. Who was closer to Princess Diana? Part 2. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to our Sussex Daily News Today channel. When Jessie was introduced, she seemed to be after the two princes, while Prince Charles and Princess Diana's marriage was rapidly unraveling. She was instrumental in helping the boys traverse this enormously difficult period. Prince William had already begun school, so it was mainly Prince Harry whom Jessie was in charge of. She thought he was too thin. Let him binge on meals like bacon, donuts, or sausages. Growing boys want meat and potatoes and no longer just pasta and veggies, she claimed, and she happily indulged each of them when it came to their number of preferred meals. Jessie Webb also felt that they must be treated like ordinary little boys rather than like royalty, and had firm ideas about how they ought to be addressed and handled that had not always been in line with what they had routinely been used to. On one occasion, she complained to the team of workers at Highgrove after a specifically demanding Christmas at Sandringham. In those 12 months, she had been obliged to spend a greater amount of time than was once ordinary with the boys because Princess Diana had been overwhelmingly upset and in tears during their holiday. There, i.e., Sandringham, they were dealt with like little princes, but here they are dealt with like ordinary boys, she pointed out. She firmly stood with her concept that the latter was better for them, and she was most possibly right in thinking that. Diana also wanted her teenagers to experience matters that were atypical or antagonistic to royal tradition, and Jessie Webb was on the same page. Prince William and Prince Harry were older at this time, and consequently not as malleable as they had been as toddlers. Because of this, Diana, in all likelihood, did not sense as threatened by means of having a nanny like Jessie Webb, and she didn't worry that their affection for her would be replaced by their high regards for Jessie. Tiggy's mother was once a lady in waiting to Princess Anne, and her brother Harry used to be a page of honor to the Queen. She had attended the same Swiss finishing school as Diana and Camilla, incidentally, and her step-grandfather used to be William Sidney, 1st Viscount de l'Isle, who used to be Governor General of Australia from 1961 to 1965. She hails from an illustrious ancient household and was more like a very exciting babysitter than a suited British nanny. Princess Diana reportedly didn't care for Tiggy very much, actually announcing that it was a gross understatement. Princess Diana no longer solely speculated that Tiggy was once having an affair with Prince Charles, but she also claimed that Prince Charles desired to replace Camilla Parker Bowles with Tiggy, as she said that they were a thing of sorts. Diana also brazenly accused Tiggy of getting pregnant. Though Prince Charles claimed that she had gone through with an abortion, in spite of this being an entirely unfounded rumor, Tiggy had to threaten Princess Diana with her own solicitors by naming Diana in a libel suit for personal defamation. But the suit was dropped quietly and differences had been settled. However, it was said to have been hard on everyone. On top of these inflammatory allegations, Princess Diana felt severely rivaled with the nanny. Apparently, she felt that Tiggy was too popular with Prince Williams and Prince Harry, and she couldn't manage what went on whilst they were with their father. So she complained to Prince Charles that she shouldn't permit Tiggy in their rooms after a particular hour, and she refused to talk to the boys on the cell phone if Tiggy was with them. She disapproved of many of the things that this new nanny did with Prince William and Prince Harry, but the broad issue was that Princess Diana also in reality thought that Tiggy Leg Bork was having an illicit affair with her husband. They had been not formally divorced yet, at the same time that she was caring for their children. This made her even more jealous as well as cautious. It may have been incredibly tough for William and Harry to traverse this relationship, as they virtually got along very well with Tiggy. While it would be safe to assert that Diana was downright hostile to Tiggy, this wasn't the place she could effectively make her nemesis disappear, as it was assumed to have been done to Barbara Barnes. Tiggy used to be solely Prince Charles's employee, and consequently, Princess Diana had no authority to pull her from her position. This was incredibly beneficial for the boys, as the boys came to depend on her, no longer solely as a caregiver, but as a mentor and a teacher. It was Tiggy whom William asked to attend his Eton speech. Instead of making the difficult selection of which of his warring parents to choose to attend the ceremony, Tiggy attended as an alternative for both of them, at Prince William's behest. Regardless of Princess Diana's pointed disapproval, Tiggy was once a regular presence in their lives as an aided maternal figure, though it used to be more in the context of being their pal rather than the surrogate parent. Tiggy remained with the two princes after their mother's demise in 1997. She was able to supply them with much needed relief, whilst trying to assist them on their navigation of the tough technique of grief for Princess Diana subsequently for 2 years after. She famously referred to each boys as her babies and was a brilliant source of electricity to them. There were many times that she used to be negatively criticized by way of the press. She was known to smoke cigarettes in their presence and was soon famously disparaged in not taking suited precautions for their safety. In 1998, when Leg Bork allowed the young princes to drop down a 50-meter dam in a reservoir in Wales without protection strains or helmets, a rumor had it that she was to be fired. However, this was passed off because she undoubtedly had emerged as a family member to them. It was suggested that she had been saved from getting sacked due to the fact of the prince's enduring adoration of her. And it was with this shared fondness that she in no way let the challenges of her job or the tabloid memories that went with it get the better of her. The press had anticipated time and time again that Leg Burke was about to be let go. However, this never happened. She absolutely tried to supply the boys with what they both wanted in Princess Diana's everlasting absence, and they each had been totally devoted to her. She spent time doing all sorts of matters with them, and Tiggy looks to have been incredibly capable to offer stability, exciting activities, and help prepare them for their future lives as working contributors of the royal family. Their admiration for her is as evident as Prince William and Harry attending her wedding in 1999, which was the year that she left them. Prince William was even asked to stand as her son Tom's godfather, while Harry was godfather to her other son, Fred. In 2011, Tom was a page at William and Kate's wedding ceremony, while the following year, Harry was beside Tiggy in the Target Market to watch his godson Fred show up in a faculty play. Tiggy is additionally reportedly one of Harry's son Archie's godparents, although she was not in the legitimate christening photograph. My video is ended. What do you suppose about these views? Please tell me what you think in the comments below, and in the subsequent videos, we will give you the closing part. Please subscribe to the Sussex Daily News Today channel to no longer overlook it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.